Distinguished members of the Academy, my name is Golfhouse, and we're back on the Mostly Harmless SMP server. When last we spoke, we got the lighting situation taken care of downstairs here at the sheep farm. Since we last spoke, I haven't really done that much. I've done a little bit of sheep shearing. I've got a little bit of wool sitting down here. Things are going pretty well on that front. I'm considering maybe breeding up the sheep a little bit more. Right now I have 4 sheep of every color, and I may go to 5 just to speed that process up. But other than that, I haven't really been doing very much. And as I've been wandering around the server trying to kind of think about what I wanted to do next on here, I realized that this server has a litter bug problem. And the litter bug is me. I have had a really nasty habit of just going around and placing chests all over the place and stashing stuff there and then leaving them. So over here for our sheep farm project, I have 2 double chests full of junk right here. Remember when we built the slime farm? I had a chest of junk here too. Remember when we built the road to the slime farm? Yeah. I don't even know what I was using this netherrack for. Remember when we built the skeleton spawner? Yeah. I've got a bunch of crap over here too. And a pigman. And let's not even begin to consider the chest situation here. I started with these 4, added that one, then this one, then these 2 over here. I think we just have to face it, guys. I've collected a bunch of junk. And honestly, I don't want to get rid of any of it. Even though most of it is just chests full of cobblestone, I feel like we're going to need it someday. So it is pretty apparent that our storage capacity has been outweighed by our storage needs. And it's time to do something about that. So I'm going to create a little bit of a storage area for us. Nothing super fancy, nothing high tech. We're not going to worry about sorting. Babylon Slim wants to sleep. I can do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go outside and find us a nice little location to kind of stash all our junk. And I don't think we have to go very far. I think this little area kind of underneath the little road here is going to do the job quite well. That way we can just kind of come straight out here, walk in here, we'll get rid of some of this stuff and we'll kind of put the storage area underneath here. We'll kind of hide it a little bit so it doesn't look so much like a storage shed, and at least then we'll have a semi-hidden place to stash all this junk we've been keeping around. Now, one of the things that will probably require me to do is to take out all of this dirt, which means I'm also going to have to get rid of this little jumpy thing here. Now, I've been using this so that when I come down off the stairs I can just jump down and keep going rather than having to go all the way around the road there. But I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to build a little extension off of the road here so that it goes just kind of straight down this way, and then that way I don't have to really worry about it. I've already taken the leaving out the door and then just kind of jumping up the side here as I do my thing. I figure I might as well just make that an actual road. So I'm going to go ahead and do some digging and do some smelting make some blocks, make some slabs, make some stairs maybe, and get this started. Okay, so I've gotten a little bit of the digging done, although you can't really see it because of that surveillance drone. Hi, door. Thank you. Yeah, the drone's in the way. We've kept this guy up long enough. I think we can go ahead and take this down now. Not entirely sure yet who was responsible for it, although we do still have some ideas. And it looks like I have a full inventory. Is there anything here I don't mind getting rid of? Really, the stuff that's on the ground there is probably the least important stuff. I'll grab that here in a second. But you can see we've gotten the area cleared out. We've gone ahead and built ourselves a little pathway that gets us up to the main road. This doesn't look very nice yet, and I don't know what to do about it yet. I'm going to make this functional first. I'm going to actually build our little storage area to be functional in the first place, and then we'll go back and we'll make it look pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty much come just straight out the back door up to where that torch is, and I'm going to start digging. And we'll see how far, well, we're not going to get very far with that shovel. Let me go ahead and dig us out a nice little area in here and get some tools that work, and I'll show you the progress that I'm making. So I've got the basic room pretty much carved out here. As you can see, it's nothing too exciting yet. It's basically just long enough for me to do the kind of setup that I'm looking for here. And basically, the way that it's going to work, the kind of structure that I'm going to aim to accomplish here, I've got a couple of chests here. I've also got a couple of trapped chests set up in my inventory, and that's going to allow me to kind of stack some things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go chest, chest, trapped chest, 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 and then a furnace. Now the furnace being here will make this furnace inaccessible. The chests I'll still be able to reach, so I don't really need to put a furnace there. So then it'll be chest, chest, trapped, chest, chest. And that's going to be the basic structure. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks up. We'll carve this area out up here, put some slabs in. Looks like I'm starting to hit up on the design up on the top there, so I'm going to have to be a little bit careful about that. Should not be a big deal though. So that's kind of the way that that's going to look. So I'm going to need to go grab me some more wood and a few more of these tripwire hooks to make the trap chests, and we'll get this room kind of filled up. So I was getting ready to make my way into the Nether when I saw this. How did you even... I built this to keep you guys out of the lava. What is wrong with you? Get out of there. Come here. I swear, you guys are so adorable, and I feel this need to protect you. Apparently, what I need to protect you from is yourself. Now, where did those fences go? I swear, the things I do on this server. Oh, the fences are right here. That goes there. That goes there. I think. Maybe this one goes there, I think. I think that's the way that works. Anyway, now that we've managed to save our woolly friend from certain stupid death, the reason why I was coming to the Nether in the first place is because we need to chop down a whole bunch of wood. And it dawns on me that all this time, one particular tool that we've never made was a diamond axe. and that's going to come in especially helpful for us as we're cutting down all this wood. And hopefully we can get something with some unbreaking on it, and this will be kind of the last axe we ever need on this server, and we can just repair it as needed. So the first thing that I'm going to do, oh, you're still here, is come over here and just make the thing. Fortunately, I came prepared with crafting benches and everything else. We still don't have very many diamonds. Making this diamond axe means that I'm now down to one loose diamond in my inventory, so we have to do some mining like pretty quickly. So what are we going to get for 30 levels? We're going to get unbreaking. That's fantastic. That's exactly what I want. Hopefully I can get some other stuff on it too. Efficiency 4. That's pretty much the best you can hope for out of an axe. Do I have any more lapis stashed in here? I don't, so we'll just stick that there. I don't need lapis for anything else if I'm not enchanting things. So now I can make my way back over to the spawn town and get this wood collection going. Okay, so the chests are in, and I almost had a near-death experience out here. Well, actually, I did have a near-death experience. I had an almost death experience. I was in here doing my thing, crafting and furnacing and everything. I came here, and right when I opened the door, there was a creeper standing right there. And I hit him with the most powerful weapon I have, which was some bone meal. And I think pretty much the only thing that saved me was that he wasn't actually looking at me at the time, and that bought me just enough time to switch to my sword and keep him from blowing up all of this out here. Um, anyway, my heart rate has slowly returned to normal, and I think what's going to have to happen next is that we've got to do something about this little bit in here. Um, it's very hard to see it back there, but once you notice that that's all out of whack, that ends up being kind of the only thing that you can really look at. So I'm going to take these chests out, and I'm going to dig through here, and I've been giving this some thought. I've been thinking about what kind of material I want back here, and I realized, we used the acacia wood for that last floor in the sheep farm, for the roof of that last floor, and I'm thinking something similar might be in store back here. So I've got myself a little bit of acacia wood. Certainly not enough to do all of this, but at least we'll have enough to kind of see if that's the route that we want to take. So let me just come over here, since this is where I haven't carved out stuff yet, and we'll just go 1, 2, 1, 2. Looks like Babylon Slim has found something interesting. We'll have to ask him about that here in just a second. He's out exploring, and that's great, but I'm doing important things here myself. Now this area, we don't really need to worry about that much there, but let's come back here. Yeah, that is exactly what I want. That just looks classy. So let me go ahead, and we don't have a whole lot of this acacia, so let's find something a little bit cheaper to kind of fill in here. We did put the acacia up there because that will still be visible, and then we can kind of fill that in, and fill that in. Now obviously I'm going to need a bit more acacia wood. I do have, where are they? They're here somewhere. Well, maybe I don't have them on me. I have them in the chest somewhere. I do have some acacia saplings from where we went on our adventure earlier, so I'll grow a few more of those trees, get that filled in, do the same thing over here, and then we'll see what other kind of trouble we can get into. The other thing that I wanted to do right here on the corners, I wanted to replace the dirt with something else that I've never really worked with before, and that's these chiseled stone bricks. Um, I kind of forgot that these were even in the game. It wasn't until 1.8 that you could craft them. It used to be you had to find them in strongholds and then in very small quantities in the jungle temples. But you can actually craft them now, and I completely forgot that. So I might have to start using these guys a little bit more as kind of decorative blocks. You don't want to fill a whole wall with these. That would just look kind of garish, but for something like that, I think that'll do just fine. So I've made some progress. I've done a little bit of landscaping out here. I may do something like that as well. I haven't quite decided. Um, but I didn't like how flat that wall looked, so I gave it a little bit of definition. We may actually bring this up a little bit more. In fact, let's go ahead and do that because that's a smart decision to make there. Let's go ahead and do that. Kind of fill this in a little, fill that in. We can replant the purple thing, replace the torch, and we'll do this, and we'll do this. Where'd that flower go? It's not super important that we get the flower back exactly, but yeah, there we go. I think that looks a bit better. Yeah. So I've also gone ahead and fixed up the behind the scenes area, so to speak, of our chests. That acacia wood is looking really nice. We had a close call over here as I was digging this up. We ended up almost hitting some of the water features in the area above us, but we managed to seal that off. I've put slabs up there so that we can still get these chests open. So I think we're just about done. I went ahead and I added these chiseled bricks back in here. I think they're hidden enough that that doesn't become too gaudy. So the only thing I really need to do now is this wall, the ceiling, and the floor, and I think we'll be about done here. Now we've used kind of simple colors here. We've got the gray in the back from the acacia wood, the tan chests, the stone stuff for the furnaces and for this. And I was kind of hoping we could do something a little bit more colorful on the walls and then maybe the ceiling and the floor. I just wish we had someplace on the server where we had colorful things. Oh, who am I kidding? We totally have a place like that on the server. We've been spending the last 15 episodes building it. So I'm going to come down here and pick out some interesting colors. I really like this gray, but I don't know, that's not really what I'm going for. I want something with a little bit more pop. So we're going to have to go down a floor, I think. Um, Reds, no, no, that's not what I want either. We've got some blues here, some orange. I like that orange. We might do something with that. Or we could come down to the bottom floor, and this might actually be the way to go. I like this. I like this cyan wool. I think we'll use some of that. How much of that do I have? I've got 37 in there. Let's go ahead and take some of that. We'll leave a few behind, and then we'll come out over here and we'll do some trimming, and we'll maybe gather up a couple more colors just for the heck of it, and see what we can do in the storage space. So I've put my wool down, and I think I kind of like what's going on here. I've also gone ahead and worked on the outside a bit. Um, this area out here is still not done, and I'm just going to have to wait for inspiration to strike there. But when we come in here, we see the cyan and the orange are going well together, and I used the gray wool after all along this wall here, and I think that's going pretty well too. So this is all looking really nice. I need a pickaxe because the last bit that I have to do is this little bit in the ceiling here. So let's go ahead and craft us up one of them. Looks like I may be a little short on sticks. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Take care of this. Get that down there. We'll go ahead and break the old one. And what I think I'm going to do up here is use some nether quartz. Now I've been kind of hoarding our nether quartz supply because I'm going to be using a lot of it over at the sheep temple once my inspiration strikes there. But I think the kind of boldness of the white here, that's not what I wanted to do. The boldness of the white is going to contrast with the color in the wool really nicely. Yeah, I'm digging the way that that looks. So now I think the only thing that I have left to do is to put some lights down. I don't want to keep torches in here, and I don't even know if that was the right spot. I want to put down 3 torches, and this is 11 blocks long. So I think if I go 1, 2, 3, which was probably where I was to begin with. Let me switch this around because I'm just going to get confused otherwise. We'll get a lamp and a lever, and we'll just go lever and lamp. 1, 2, 3. Do the same thing here. Lever, lamp. 1, 2, 3. Give me that back. And lever, lamp. There. Now we're all lit up in here. Our storage space is done. So now I have the fun honor of running around all over the server and tearing down all these random chests I've been leaving about, and get it all in here instead. So yeah, we've done our part to make the Mostly Harmless server a slightly cleaner, happier place. Don't know what we're going to do in the next episode. I'm sure I'll think of something, and I hope you'll join me for that adventure as well. If you like this video, go ahead and click the like button. If you really liked it, go ahead and click the subscribe button. If you like me, stalk me on social media. I'm darn near everywhere. And until next time, my name is Golfhouse. This has been Mostly Harmless. It's an honor just to be nominated.